My son did write a letter that was a huge impact, and I still have that letter to this day. I feel like I just need to hold on to that in case I ever think it might be okay to have a drink. I can read that letter. As a child, I experienced sexual abuse from a family member, a friend of the family, I'm sorry. And then I lost my best friend at the age of 13. She was killed in a car accident. I think I started my drinking at 14. I think I had my first blackout at 14, so it was on from the get-go. My brother was killed in a car accident. He was an addict and had spent some time in the federal pen, and he got out and turned his life around. And 5 years after he was out, he was killed in a car accident. And then 4 years later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My father got sick and died 2 days before my first chemo treatment. And then my drinking just got worse and worse and worse until my husband kept saying, if you need help, let me know. And I told him I needed help, and he took me to a detox facility, and while I was in there, he was killed in a work-related accident during Hurricane Irma. I wanted to die, and there were times during that time that I actually checked into a hotel room with 2 sleeves of mini bottles and was just popping them one after the other, hoping to drink myself to death. I had tried just little bouts of sobriety. I got about 8 months under my belt, and I just couldn't. I just kept drinking and going back and going back. And then I in an actual sober moment, sat down at my computer and found Beachway. I was able to go way back to some of those events that happened early in my life that I didn't realize were such a trigger for, numbing myself all those years. And my life now is nothing like I could have ever imagined. And it's just, I never thought I could be happy after losing my husband. I never thought I could be happy sober. I'd done it since I was 14. And I'm kind of old now. I'm 57. So it's like, that's a lot of years of abuse and not feeling. And, since I got sober, I don't have anxiety anymore. I can drive over bridges and not be scared. I'm able to take care of my mother who lives with me, my 17-year-old son, my 6-year-old grandson. So who would have ever thought that I could do all that? And how fortunate I am to be able to help my mom and help this grandson. I'm so grateful that I am there to provide for him. I think what surprised me the most about Beachway was all of the different types of therapy that I was able to receive. I had one-on-one therapy, we had small groups, I had the trauma program. I feel so blessed that Beachway gave me the opportunity to live the life that I'm living now.